What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ansel here. We're back in the video. We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, today's video is another random video that I want to talk about. Um, and man, I just want to get this out of my chest because over the past couple of days, man, it's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I made my return, back to the old games, but also other than that, though, man, a lot of shit that was going on that was on social media. And I was just like wondering, just chilling and just doing my own thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And then I come across this little trending that was going wrong, and it was about Ryback. Now, if you guys know what Ryback is, he is his real name I think Skip Sheffield, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was his name. He used to be a tough nut back in the mid 2000s. Got eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Johnny Nitro, aka John Morrison, won the whole tough enough thing. I remember that year. Um, but nonetheless, though, you know what I'm saying, his career, was like, here and there, you know what I'm saying. They repackaged him, I think, of like at least twice, and then eventually this third package, what I'm saying, his third package came in and it became as Ryback, and it was his best gimmick, best career skill, Sheffield, it was his best gimmick he ever had in his career. Then his career took off. He was getting pushed so heavily, you know what I'm saying? Behind the whole hype, you know what I'm saying? I was one of those people, and he was just killing it left and right. Left and right, you know what I'm saying? He not many people back then when he was around, when he was right back when he was around, don't get that many good pushes. But he got a push to the point where he was competing in main events against my favorite wrestler of all time, John Cena and CM Punk, who's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, my top five favorite wrestlers of all time. But that's not here, it's not there. This dude was killing it, left and right, hyped everything. It was just great, you know what I'm saying? Although I really wish he would have had that win against Mark Henry at the WrestleMania, because Mark Henry didn't need it. He was already a Hall of Famer at this point. He's already proven that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Ryback needs that win more to, elevate him at that year WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion though. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of that loss, he still had an elevated career. He was killing it left and right, you know what I'm saying? And everything was just going great. Even though he was pushed to the moon to a point where he going to get CM Punk during his amazing 400 plus days as WWE champion. Although he lost, but he still got pushed out to the moon. And he was just killing it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loved him. Feed me more, would chant all over the world. It was great. And then it took a turn when I think we won the Intercontinental Championship. He had a staph infection. He kept getting hurt. And then Kevin Owens took that championship away from him. He was insane. He ended up being from this main eventer to now being a jobber. He lost against guys like Kalisto, who was the United States champion at the time. Not only once but twice, and it was at WrestleMania, because I do remember he lost against Kalisto for the United States Championship. He was just jobber, and then ever since then, well, he quote unquote said that he left. A lot of people speculate he left or fired. I don't know who, but regardless, he was out of WWE, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there was some partial blame that WWE should have done to push the guy. You know what I'm saying? In some sort of situations, but he kind of needed to take the partial blame too as well, because I mean, you did get injured at the wrong time, and eventually they was gonna throw you out eventually. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. But you would think that, okay, maybe he'll just redeem himself, go, be popular outside of indies wrestling, go outside of WWE, be popular there. You know what I'm saying? Like Cody did, like Drew McIntyre did, and many other wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? How could go? Eric Young and all type of stuff. Because Creighton Kazarian, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You think that, okay, outside of WWE, you could be popular, and eventually you come right back into the company. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You'll be elevated there. You know what I'm saying? See for Cody, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know about Cody Rhodes, this dude literally was in WWE because of his father. And eventually, he eventually came, dashing Cody Rhodes and does Stardust, and then he was out of WWE, and then he became bigger than WWE outside of WWE AEW, and then outside, Ring of Honor, he was killing it left and right. Cody was the hottest thing outside WWE besides Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, and eventually WWE got him back. Don't believe me? Drew McIntyre, same thing. Drew McIntyre, the dude was supposed to be the chosen one. Like, okay, he's supposed to be what, LeBron or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to be the chosen one, right? And you would think that, okay, this guy's supposed to be this destined to be the chosen one, right? You would think that, okay, with that being said, he's gonna do something, right? His first run, he had some good here and there. You know what I'm saying? He had the Intercontinental Championship, you know what I'm saying? And then of course the tag team championship he had, Drew McIntyre in his first run. And the music he had back then was, to me, was way better than the music he have right now. But hey, that's no here, that's no there. Um WWE released him. WWE released him on his contract. He ended up being bigger than WWE in the indie circus. He was killing it everywhere. I remember Drew McIntyre was in Impact Wrestling at the time with TNA. You know what I'm saying? He was in TNA at the time. He was Drew Galloway, and I instantly knew this dude fast. Like, this nigga, that's Drew McIntyre from WWE. What the hell? He was killing it there, and he was killing it outside of WWE. He was killing it, and eventually WWE brought him back, and he was just killing it left and mother freaking right. He was destined to be great. He was destined to be a champion. Eventually, he became WWE champion, just like, you know what I'm saying, and just like Cody Rhodes, and the rest is history, right? You would think that, okay, maybe we were right back. He will literally do the same thing and come back. You know what I'm saying? Go from there. But no, you know what this dude did? You know what this right back dude did? You know what Skip Sheffield did? He cried, complained, cried, complained, bitch, complain, bitch, and complain, bitch, and complain, bitch, and complain. He did over and over again, talking about how bad WWE was just, did him dirty or did him wrong, or how he was messed up in WWE. And he has some points. He was kind of fucked over in WWE, but you also got to take the partial blame too as well. And apparently, he don't want to take the responsibility. He won't take a partial blame. He thinks it's all WWE fault, this and that. And in some cases, he's right, but at the same time, you got to take the partial blame too as well. You know what I'm saying? You kind of was the main reason. You kind of one of the main reasons your downfall too as well. You got to think of yourself. Maybe it's me, but instead he doesn't. He thinks it's WWE, this and that, this and that, this and that. How he bitch and complain. How he kept on talking about how they did wrong and injuries and all type of shit. Like, I get it. I understand. It was fucked up. WWE did you wrong. I understand that, and we all understand. We all get that. Everybody else here in the wrestling community gets that and understands that. But but what we don't get is why you complaining. We understand your story. Why bitch and complain? Like, we understand how WD wrong, this and that. We understand it. Why bitch and complain about it? Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, WWE has messed up a lot of people in their careers before too as well. They're not perfect too as well. But you know what they don't do? They don't bitch and complain. They don't they don't talk down to the company as much as you do. They literally just, okay, kick rocks and move on. Just like everyone else when they work, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get fired or let go in their company. You think that'd be bitch and complain? They're furious. But then the next day they'll kick rocks and move on and find a job. You, on the other hand, you've been bitching complaining about WWE shit for over the past years. It's been like, I don't know how long. It's been ever since he's been released. You've been bitching complaining about WWE this and that, which is sad and ridiculous. And I guarantee you, the comics on your social media and your fucking YouTube page, they gonna say the same thing. We get it. We understand. Why can't you just move on and maybe make a comeback from it? You know what I'm saying? You could be like right back to like comeback, because you know what I'm saying, right back, you may come back to the, some type of stuff that'll be awesome. But instead, you're now a clown back because you're clowning not only everybody else, not to everybody else in the wrestling community. You're not only a clown to everybody else in the wrestling community, but to yourself. And the craziest part about this, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's the thing, you guys. He's shooting himself in the foot by complaining about this and that, what the company does, this and that, to a point where other companies don't even want to fuck with you. TNA don't want to fuck with you. AEW certainly hell don't want to fuck with you. No one does not want to fuck with you because you're doing these dumbass shits. I complain about one thing of one company that's bigger than all of them. And if you guys think that he won't complain about one company, which is WWE, what makes you think that he won't complain about another company? You do the same thing with AEW if you went there, or TNA, or any wrestling promotions, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll do the same thing, and then he'll be like, "Bro, we get it, we understand. But why can't you just let it go and move on? You know what I'm saying? Make a comeback or do something out of it." But instead, you decided to make yourself a clown, not only for yourself, but for the fucking internet. Like, it's sad and it's ridiculous, man. It's so fucking sad and ridiculous, man. It's already crazy enough that nigga's probably on some steroid shit. He's on that juice shit, which if y'all know me, I don't fuck with steroid people. If you want a nigga that said take steroid, I don't fuck with you. Like, you need to stay the hell away from me. But nonetheless, though, this dude Ryback, or just say clownback or cryback, whatever you want to say, or dumbback, because he a dumbass. Like, he make himself look dumb, but like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, we understand your situation. Why can't you just let it go? I mean, why can't you just, you know, move past it and make a comeback to it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in WWE. You don't have to be in WWE no more if you don't want to. But make a comeback and rebuild your brand out of this and be better. But instead, you decide to shoot yourself in the foot, and now you even shooting yourself in the foot by literally getting to an altercation with another YouTuber. Like, think about it for a second, y'all. Imagine being as big as Ryback, or say Cryback or Clownback here, and um you're basically this big old guy from WWE, to being the one of the biggest stars in WWE at the time, to now going at a YouTuber who's literally trying to not only help you out, but also give you your own perspective of what's really happened, so that way you can come to the conclusion. It's already bad enough that you're already disrespecting Triple H when he was like, when he was going through a lot of shit with his heart conditioning and surgery, whatever. It's already bad enough you already disrespect him out of that shit. When we all wish him nothing for the best, but you just tried to go ahead and take this opportunity to disrespect him, like, for no fucking reason. It's already bad enough for that. So now you're making yourself look like a clown. It's just sad, man. It's ridiculous and it's sad, man, because you don't have no one else to blame but yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot. How your image is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I get blocked after this. I don't even care if I get blocked. That's a W for me. I'll make another video of that if I have to. Shoot, you got my parade. But it's just sad because, like, bro, you're shooting yourself in the foot of doing all these dumb shits. No one else to blame but you. And the crazy part about this, some people are gonna think he's in the right, when in reality he's in the wrong. I've never seen anybody in my entire life, except you, that will bitch and complain about one place because they did you wrong, this and that, for over the course of years. Like I said, I get that, I understand. But why can't you just move on from it and make a comeback for it instead of being a clown? You're making yourself look like a clown. And the crazy part about this, you got people that already making diss tracks of you because somebody's making a diss track on Clownback here, and a YouTuber by the name of Kicking It Ross. Um, he talked about, he tried to have a conversation with Ryback to give his full, like, because before then he made his honest opinion about Ryback, and he was a genuine opinion. He was just genuinely thinking that, yeah, you could have had this and that, but why did you throw yourself on the bus? You know what I'm saying? Why you throw yourself on the bus? And you know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. And that's what I thought about Clown back here. I thought that, man, this dude had potential. He had potential of being one of the best WWE superstars right now. But he threw himself under the bus. It was not the fact that WWE released him. It was the fact that he threw himself on the bus by going after them for no reason, instead of taking the Cody Rhodes route or Drew McIntyre's route. What I'm saying? Redeem yourself outside WWE, make a comeback, come back to WWE, and who knows? You know what I'm saying? CM Punk, we all thought that he'll be in the WWE, but guess what? He may come back in WWE, and guess what? He's like one of the best things in wrestling right now. I mean, he's not even wrestling yet. He's in rival with Drew McIntyre. It's one of the biggest things, not the biggest thing right now. It's just crazy, man, and it's gonna get worse from here. As you see right here, this was the video that kick it in with Ross. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. I'm saying nothing but respect for him. Saying him and Dub and all the rest of the gang that's with him. Shout out to all of them. I'm saying. Obviously he was in a recent talk about right back. Giving his honest opinion about him, and obviously he was gonna go on the podcast. I think on Twitter, I believe, to talk with right back about like from his perspective this and that, because I believe right back saw his videos and basically he basically just talk about his videos and basically talk about how he thought this and that what could have been so he gave some credit here and there, what I'm saying, about the video right back. um he did that, right, and then right back made a tweet talking about, hey, this and that. You may have some misinformation. Why don't you come to my podcast at this specific date so we can have a discussion? You know what I'm saying? Da. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Ross did. He gladly accepted it because he really wants to talk to him. He really wants to talk to him. And like he genuinely wants to talk to him, not to roast him and then diss track him. He want to talk to him about his perspective. Like what we think that maybe that I messed up on that we don't know of. Maybe you can tell us what's going on. Because at the end of the day, we want to know what really happened. I mean, we all know what really happened, but from your perspective, what really went down with you and WWE? How did it fall apart? You know what I'm saying? And that's what Ross was trying to do. Ross was trying to get to the bottom of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he wanted to do. He was trying to do that. He was trying to genuinely talk to him. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, the podcast is gonna happen, right? Podcast happening. Ryback had a podcast with Ross, right? Here's the problem. Ross couldn't even talk. The dude couldn't even talk. Ryback was talking every single time. Like literally every time when Ryback, would talk, Ross had to force upon himself to listen because he's trying to talk to him. He's trying to genuinely talk to him, but then Ryback kept talking over him, this and that, and he had barely anything to say. It got so bad to the point where his chat was just like roasting the hell out of him. Like, let the man speak. I want to know what Ross wants to say about Ryback. I want to know what he got to say because I genuinely believe he wants to legit talk, not talk smack to him. Just talk, have a friendly conversation. Because at the end of the day, he wants to have a closure with Ryback. He wants to understand him because not many people in the ICW community, which is the internet wrestling community, don't understand maybe the full story of Ryback, what really went down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Ross will want to know what really happened with Ryback from his perspective. I want to know what happened from his perspective because he may have a whole different perspective of what happened with him in WWE. I would gladly want to know what happened. I would love to because, like I said, I like the dude. Ryback's cool and all, but the dude, and for the past couple of years, has been making himself look like a clown. Not only just take steroids, because you're a goofy ass nigga if you take steroids. You're a bitch. You're a bitch man if you take steroids. Um, Not only that, but also he's been going at people on Twitter, and then he's blocking people. Like the dude, by the way, Ryback's 42 years old. He's blocking people on Twitter, which is fucking childish, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what I'm saying, and he was trying to, what I'm saying, he's trying to get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to make people understand the whole situation. And I one of those people want to know what really happened right by based on perspective. Because who knows, maybe Ross got some information wrong, but hey, Ross is just the messenger. He's not the he's just the messenger. He's just doing his job as usual. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know, trying to trying to understand his perspective so he can find full closure. But instead, I think after the stream, I think after the live stream, I believe after the whole right back going on a rampage and not allowing Ross to talk. Right back, I should cry back or clown back or bitch back, whatever you want to call him at this point, decided to block him literally afterwards, and that's why he had to make that video. He got blocked afterwards. He's tried. He tried. He tried. He tried, man. Like literally, I'm not even joking. Like Ross got blocked afterwards. He got blocked. He said nothing. That's the funny part about this. You know the funny part about this? He literally said nothing. He literally said nothing. He literally said nothing about this. And he got blocked. Like what? He said nothing and he legit got blocked. How does that make any sense? You would think that Ryback would like maybe want to have him talk and make him understand his situation. But instead, he keep on yapping this and yapping that and then yapping this and yapping that and just keep on yapping. Like Ross don't even have a chance to say. I lost my way. Sorry. Like it's sad. It's really really sad that people are doing this shit. It's really 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 like honestly sad, man. Like I don't get it. Like why? Like just why? It's like it just doesn't make any sense, man. And here's the thing: here, he only got himself to shoot himself in the foot. Because at this point, everyone who have a little amount of respect for Ryback, including myself, I don't have my respect for Ryback no more. Because you're a 42-year-old plus grown man blocking people on Twitter for no reason when you don't even know if they're going to when they didn't have done nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. And then to make matters even worse, Ross was genuinely trying to talk to you. He wasn't trying to roast you or try to get your face and say you trash, you dog shit, like that type of shit. Like he wasn't trying to say all that. He was genuinely trying to talk to you. But instead, you decided to say, "Nah, block him." How does that make any sense? When he said literally nothing. Like it's just stupid, and it's sad, man. He's 42 plus years old and he doing this shit, man. It's crazy. I'm 24. I don't usually block people on Twitter because I barely be on social media. Barely be on social media. I don't do this type of shit. It's like some petty shit he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Petty back. You call him petty back if you want to. Like, it's sad, man. Because I genuinely want to know what really happened based on his perspective. Because I never got his perspective of why he decided to leave. All I know is that he decided to leave WWE because of this and that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because of how they treat him here and there. And I heard a little bit about that about Ryback. His mistreatment in WWE. I understand that, but what's the detail of it? Like, tell us so we can all understand this, so that way we can have somewhat understanding to you why you're doing this. Because right now you're doing this whole bitch and complaining about how WWE doing this to you when it happened years ago. It's getting to a point where it's like, okay, we get it. Can you move on already? Like, geez. Like, literally, he was going at CM Punk for, oh, CM Punk never returned. I'll retire and this and that. Or fucking, yeah, CM Punk, this and that. Yeah, he was going at my boy CM Punk. Like, oh, if he retired, if he comes back, he retired, this and that. And he was one of those niggas that said CM Punk would never return to WWE if he, for this multiple reason, this and that, like, whatever. It's just so ridiculous, man. Like, bro, no one can take you seriously what you say or what you do. It's just so stupid. Do over here doing TikToks at 42 years old and fucking doing mukbangs, which is cringe as fuck, and then kissing Shrek. Like, get this nigga out of the fucking internet. Like, it's fucking ridiculously sad. And I have respect for you, but doing this when a man literally trying, when another man who is above you at this point, because I was gonna say beneath him, and then that's kind of disrespectful, but he was trying to talk to you. Ross was trying to talk to you, and you decided to just shoot yourself in the foot and just make yourself even look more stupid. And the only reason why you're trending at the time, he was trending on Twitter at the time because of Ryback, because Ross like because what you did, you know what I'm saying? Ross was genuinely trying to talk to you, but you didn't want him to say nothing. And you just left on blast by blocking him. That's crazy, man. You're 42 years old. You're doing this shit, man. I can't be 42 years old. I can't imagine being 42 and doing this over some other YouTuber who's who's trying to make you understand, who's trying to come to understand it, and then trying to try to talk to you. Can't believe it, man. It's ridiculous. And then he had the nerve to say that Ross is like this black Cornette. Jim Cornette, one of the greatest managers in wrestling history. Um, basically calling Ross the black Jim Cornette. I'm not gonna say he's the R word, but y'all decide from that one. Um, yeah. Uh, man, it's sad. That's really sad, man. I can't imagine being 40 plus years old doing this shit. It's really ridiculous. If he somehow blocked me, man, you already know I'm gonna make a video on that one, because now I'm gonna go in on him. It's just sad, bro. It really is. It's super sad. It's super duper sad that he's doing this shit. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I figure, man. I want to talk about this, man, because it's like, bro, like people like I don't get why people like Ryback just want to just throw everyone on the bus and make it about him. In reality, we're trying to make you understand what the hell's going on. But he just threw himself under the bus to make it look like, oh, he's the he's a great guy, but in reality he's a piece of shit and he's a clown back for a reason. It's just sad, man. It really is sad. It really, really, really is sad, man. And is it gonna get better from here? I don't know. But right back, he's shooting himself in the foot. A fall from grace, if you want to say that. Only him, or he at this point, is the one himself to blame for what's going not only his career but his image at this point. So, um, yeah, if somehow we see a fall of grace right back right before your eyes, the only person we need to point to is himself. The only person he needs to point to himself, because all he does is do this. He's making himself look badder and badder almost every single day. Just completely sad, dude. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to say. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Of the whole entire right back situation recently. I want y'all to let me know in the comments down below. Like you said, this is sad, man, for a 42-year-old do this type of shit, man. It couldn't be me. And if I was 42, I would never do this type of shit like this. Because he genuinely was trying to talk to you. But instead, you decided to shoot yourself in the foot. And the only person you need to blame is yourself at this point. Yep. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Thank you for watching. As always, take care. I'm out. Peace.
Nice.